Yo, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Coach Bees, and on today's episode of Ask Coach Bees, I had a young player from Bahrain ask me, what would you advise somebody who's 11 years old? Uh, what do they need to do in order to make it to the NBA? Wow, you talk about a question. There's a lot of things that play part in that. One of them is hard work. You see a young man behind me working on his tennis swing. He's out here 50 degrees by himself trying to perfect his craft. That's definitely going to play a part of it. But let me rewind. Let me start what I think is number one, first and foremost. Establish that that's your goal. So if you're 11 and your goal is to really play in the NBA, you have to really tell yourself, okay, I have 8 years to get as NBA ready as possible, because you can play in the NBA as early as 18 years old. So that's the first thing. You need to establish that it's a goal of yours. And once you establish that it's a goal of yours, it's something that you should keep to yourself. So you're probably wondering, like, Coach, why would you say keep that to myself? Like, shouldn't I tell people so they can hold me accountable? No, because a lot of people, if you tell them your goals, the first thing that they're going to do is shoot it down. If you're shooting for an unrealistic, air quote, unrealistic goal, like playing in the NBA, that's going to take a lot of grit, a lot of grind, and there's going to be a lot of naysayers in the process. So you want to limit as many naysayers and keep your head clear and focused on that task. So everything you're doing is going to get you closer to that task. So that's the first thing. Establish what your goal is. The second thing is evaluate yourself. So really understand what is it that you need to do better in your game. So at 11 years old, you need to just be getting the foundations, the fundamentals, be able to shoot consistently, be able to get a nice tight handle, those basic foundational things, and then a go-to move. At 11, 12, 13 years old, if you have one go-to move, you're guaranteed, 10, 12 points a game. It can be a simple in and out, a simple hesitation, a simple rip through. So figure out a go-to move early, and then you can start adding to that go-to move as far as counters go. But the next thing I would do is seek out a mentor, a coach, or a trainer, or somebody who's played the game at a high level, who can advise you on the do's and the don'ts. Because there's going to be a lot of daily decisions that you need to make in order to help you get closer to your goal. Daily decisions such as, should I work out today? Or should I go hang out with my friends? Right? Should I eat healthy, or should I go eat some pizza? There's so many small decisions that add up over time when you have a big goal like playing in the NBA. So you need to really get somebody in your corner who can help advise you, and help you make the right decisions and surround yourself with the right people. And then also, if you have that coach, trainer, mentor, they're also going to help you improve your skills and teach you the skills that they think that you need to make it to the NBA. The next thing that I would do is, of course, if you're talking to that coach, trainer, mentor, they're going to provide you, hopefully, with some type of workout regimen. You need a structured workout regimen if you're looking to get to the NBA. You're going to be playing against grown men, so you need to be strong. At 11, 12, 13 years old, I wouldn't necessarily advise weight room per se, but push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, bodyweight exercises are a go. Really start to learn your body. Yoga, taking up yoga. There's just so many things that it would take for somebody to make it to the NBA, but realizing that it's your goal, finding somebody who can be in your corner to help you push you towards your goal. And then the last thing is just the hard work that's going to come, and the grind is going to come to really get your skills up to NBA professional level. Um, you know, Take it step by step. I really think of, advancing in the game of basketball like a video game. Once you get to one level, once you beat one level, master one level, then you got to get to the next. Once you become the best of, of your middle school, then you got to become the best middle schooler in the nation. Or, once you become the best high schooler, now you got to be the best player in your county, in your city, in your state, right? There's always levels and benchmarks that you need to set along the way that are going to help you get to that ultimate goal of the NBA, because that's the last rung on the ladder, is getting there. Uh, second to last. Second to last ladder is getting to the NBA. The last one is maintaining and becoming superior at that level. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. I threw a lot at you. A lot of the game planning and the blueprints you can get from me on my website, beastbasketballtraining.com. And if you need the workouts necessary to really improve your game and get to the league, where I'm teaching you game concepts, game skills, game drills, download the Beast Training app on iOS and Android, and you'll have all those workouts right on your phone. Only $15 a month, $120 for the year. So you're literally paying for a couple bucks to work out with me every day. Less than that, less than a couple bucks, a couple cents. But yeah, so that's my take on what it takes to make it to the NBA. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to happen from 11 years old all the way up through 18, even as far as networking, getting into the right college. And then we can even, that's a whole nother YouTube video if you're an overseas player. This kid who asked a question, he's in Bahrain. So, there's a lot of things that he might need to do extra for his crack at the NBA, as far as foreign exchange programs and coming to play high school basketball here in America, maybe going to an academy in Europe where he can play on a pro level team at a younger age to get that experience. That's how the Porzingis is and the Luka Doncic of the world. That's how they become so great, because once they get to that level of mastery, they have to go up and play with the big boys. As far as Luka, at the age of 16, he was playing in the Olympics, because he was that skilled, that talented, so ahead of his time, if you will. And that's what led him to going straight to the league. He didn't need to go to college, but if you are overseas and you're looking to play in the NBA, one of the, I don't want to say easiest routes, but one route is to come to the U.S. for college, for high school, and then go to college, or just advance in a European academy in hopes that you can, one, go to college in the U.S. and they'll pay for your visa. If you're that good, some schools will do it. If you have the financial resources to do it, you can pay your way over here as well. But yeah, I mean, and that gets to a whole nother conversation, trying to play professional from, Division II, Division III, NAIA school, in colleges, and the recruiting process. We'll also be creating a recruiting process blueprint that will be available at the start of 2021 is the goal, launch date for that. So great question. I mean, I really had to sit and ponder on that, because there's a lot of things that go into becoming a master at anything. I mean, you talk about the NBA, that's the best of the world. Only 350 get a chance to play. So you talk about how on point your skills, your connections, your level of mastery has to be. All right, man, that was another episode of Ask Coach Bees. Great question from my guy from Bahrain. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at coach_bees. And I like these. Let's keep doing more of them. I have some people ask me about some coaching questions, so hopefully I'll post some about that. All right, y'all. Peace.